My name is Katie Tansey, and I am a first-year occupational therapy student.
And my name is Hannah Sanchez, and I'm also a first-year occupational therapy student.
Through getting involved in CMDA, we figured that would be like our perfect opportunity to start a Bible study and have kind of like a support group behind us, cheering us on along the way.
So we meet once a week on Wednesday nights, and we alternate bringing a dessert. And at first we kind of just all talk and just hang out for a little bit, and then we're going through Philippians right now because we really wanted to just better learn how to study scripture together. And it's just been really neat. There's been a lot of just genuine and transparent conversation and just encouragement. And we've been able to pray over our program as a whole and students and CMDA and the other programs involved in CMDA. And it's just been so encouraging and such a blessing.
The small group has been, I think, just as much of a blessing to Hannah and I as it has been to all of the girls that come on a weekly basis. And I think if you had told us 6 months ago that we would have 15 out of 36 people come to a small group, we probably would have laughed and said that wasn't going to happen. But the Lord works in mysterious ways, so it's been really cool just to see how the Lord has kind of orchestrated it just through Hannah and I's decision to start this small group. It's been a real blessing to us as well.
You never know what God's done in someone's life or their story until you really get to sit in a circle and find out.
I got involved in a small group who was led by an upper-level dental student named Bo, and I feel like the interactions that we had with our small group of maybe 5 or 6 guys meeting about once a week, that was really what brought me closer into CMDA to learn more about Christ and how these upper-level dental students are using their education to further God's kingdom. And that was what led me to want to lead a small group this year, to know that hopefully some of the wisdom that was imparted on me can be passed on and not stop with me, but can be carried on to the next generation of dental students.
So the CMDA, especially the weekly talks, have really helped me learn how I can incorporate prayer into my practice, how I can incorporate God and Jesus into my practice. And I'm hoping to, I make notes of those things about what I want my future career to look like, what I want my practice to look like, and making notes of doctors' names so that I can refer back to them and use them in the future. And it's just nice to know that I have just this community that I have access to that are actually practicing medicine, doing it for Jesus and incorporating Jesus into their practice.
Being connected with CMDA, I was able to connect with a lot of Christian healthcare providers and professionals who live their faith out, who know what their priority is, who are not attracted by what the world has offered to them, who are able to stay focused on what's most important, which is to glorify Jesus.
It's such an encouragement to see other students seeking the same things that we are, and knowing that when we do go into the workplace that there's going to be other believers around us. And that's been a really big encouragement to me, just to know that there are other people going into some type of medical field that love Jesus and want to serve their patients and their clients as Jesus would.
So I want to encourage everyone who has been a part of CMDA by giving and by supporting the ministry that this is a huge ministry. I thank you so much for what you do, and please continue to give. You give people like myself a chance to go out on missions and live out Christ's commission in the world.
And I'm really thankful for all the sponsors that we have that make the lunches at CMDA possible. It's encouraged a lot of non-believers that I have met through CMDA.
Going to CMDA and having the fellowship with the other doctors, with the other students, has really given me some clarity in the purpose that God has for my life, that He wants me to incorporate Him into my practice, that He wants me to be like these other doctors, like these other role models that we have. And without CMDA, I would just still be floundering, trying to figure out what He wanted me to do. So it's really given me a lot more purpose and goals for my practice in the future.